Right, a new charity has launched in the capital which aims to help vulnerable young people by pairing them up with Londoners in a mentoring scheme. The Kids Network also hopes to provide the volunteers with new skills and support. Sarah Woodcock is the Chief Executive. Thank you for joining us this morning. Give us some background then. Why did you decide to set up this charity?
So the Kids Network is based on our principle of connecting for change, and I really feel passionately about connecting Londoners together to make real difference for children. So in London, with its gentrification and transient nature, we have young professionals living side by side with vulnerable children, and by making that connection we can really make a difference to both the volunteers and also the children themselves.
Yeah, you kind of touched on something which is slightly unusual about this organisation. The focus isn't just on the young children who need the help, it's also on the adults who might get involved. It's supporting everybody. Explain why you've kind of had that kind of multifaceted approach.
Definitely. So I mean, primarily our focus is going to be on the children. We know that mental health is a massive problem for both adults and young people. With children themselves, a new study found that 3 children in every classroom has a mental health issue, and what we want to do as the Kids Network is come in as a preventative approach and pair them with those mentors. But equally, the Mental Health Foundation found in 2010 that young people between the age of 19 and 35 are the loneliest group in London, which to me was quite shocking. And what we really feel with harnessing the use of technology with this young professional group is that we can connect these volunteers, these mentors, these young professionals to each other to reduce their loneliness, upskill them, upskill their confidence, whilst also making a difference in the community to the children that really need support.
So what might be expected then of someone who thinks I'd like to mentor a child? Because it can sound quite daunting to be given even that small amount of responsibility when it comes to children.
Absolutely. So at the Kids Network we really believe in training. So we'll have a really rigorous application process and a 2-day training period, but there will also be an ongoing support system from the Kids Network. But as I mentioned, volunteers often work in silos. So what we want to do is build a peer-to-peer network through digital technology where volunteers are able to support each other, and we're hoping that online community will transfer into an offline community. And really the person doing the job, doing the volunteering role, is the best person to get your advice from, get your top tips from. I'm a mentor myself, and I know that I have been working in silos, and it's a real plus to have someone to turn to and say, I'm having this problem, what can I do? How can I support this child? Is there anything that you found in your experience that would be helpful?
Yeah, and is it about maybe taking the child out for a day, or is it about kind of spending time with them when they're coming to homework? How will the kind of day-to-day basis work?
Exactly. So the premise is we're focusing on child outcomes, looking at managing feelings, building resilience for these young people. So we're looking at the primary school age before the transition into secondary school, and that's often where things can go wrong for that child. And it's really quite a logical approach. If you go in with an education intervention, the children that we'll be working with are low in confidence, they're stressed, and a child can't learn in that environment. So what we're doing is asking the mentors to build their confidence through rigorous clinical methods to really build their confidence and feel like they can do it, help them aspire and be inspired to think bigger for themselves.
We are almost out of time, but I imagine setting up a new charity isn't easy, given the fact that it's quite a flooded market. How have you managed to do this, and kind of what support do you need?
Well, we're looking for volunteers, so if anyone's interested out there in becoming a volunteer, then please do check us out on our website, and we'd be very happy to speak and talk further. But everyone that I've spoken to in terms of mental health professionals, schools, everyone's really excited about this project. Mental health is a massive problem and issue for us in London, also across the UK. So we're really just looking for funding to be able to take this project to the next level.